Hey everybody, making some adjustments to the camera here. Trying to move things around a little bit. Gonna be drawing Dash as the, Rash as the second one from the Battletoads series. Gonna get a refresh and a like on the page here. Share that with everybody. Bear with me just a second. And we are rocking and rolling here. Okay, cool. Now, I am going to be knocking this bad boy out fairly quickly. I'm going to start with this one. Rather than do the headshot just close up, I don't want to cheat you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the body shot. And here is Zitz from yesterday. Pretty solid. And I'm going to get right into this one. So, got a lot of heavy stuff coming up this weekend. And getting ready for that. And going to be starting off on the Leia book and the Boba Fett this weekend. Thank goodness for us to get all that stuff and get Mr. Kevin West his Boba Fett and his Electra piece out the door. So I'm also going to be doing a webinar coming up this week for you guys. How to draw comic books, now to write comic books. It should be fun. Thought I'd start it off like that and let you know what's going on. Also got some really cool stuff coming up with the oh goodness, what was I going to do? Inktober. Going to be sharing a lot of stuff from some people, and like I said, as far as I know, I'm not doing it right now, but I may make a special piece this weekend. I've been getting asked about it a lot, and I thought that I would throw down a little bit, but I make no promises. Like I said, I've been at it. I don't want to be wishy-washy about it right now. I've got 3 more pages to another book to finish, and got a little bit more coloring on the webcomic for you guys, and got to get this stuff going out. And like I said yesterday, not going on another long talk about that, but as I said yesterday, things are moving forward with the old business and marketing stuff. So getting stuff out there. Now, you guys can take this stuff seriously, man, or with a grain of salt. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. If it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, that's cool too. Whatever. But after I finish this one, I'm going to finish this set up tomorrow. And once I have the 3rd Battletoad in place, I'm going to go ahead and color all these up. And I'm thinking about doing a little bit bigger piece to add to the collection to get back into the Transformers line, as promised. And I think what I'm going to do is get something going along the lines of Optimus Prime and Megatron in a big battle shot. And I'm thinking about making it a page size piece. So, you know, a standard comic page, 11 by 17, 10 by 15 image. Doing something special along that line. I've been thinking about it for about the last week or two. Also, I'm thinking about doing a King Kong piece versus Godzilla. That would be really cool. Since my old buddy and former podcast partner, Mr. Bob Garr, decided to go ahead with his book Obsolete that we were going to do together. And unfortunately, he decided to go with someone else after the fact because we just went separate ways after he had to take some time off. I wish him well. It's unfortunate that we don't get to continue that product, but it is what it is. Now he's back on a different path of comic books, going down a little bit darker road with the horror stuff. So And with my mainstream stuff, I really can't cut into some time, to do that. So he had to go a different route because everything has time attached to it, and I have to get work done. Um, just kind of hanging out this afternoon. It's a muggy day today. It's real cloudy out. It acts like it's going to rain, but we don't know if it's going to. And the weatherman says, well, it's going to be 80% chance of rain today. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm one of those people that believes that it either is or isn't. But you can definitely smell it in the air, the moisture and stuff. It's right there, man. It's right there. But as far as the day goes, right before I got on, I heard that Ralphie May had passed away. Man, that's a disappointment. But all due respect, but you can't be a big guy like that and expect to make it a long time. He was a rather large fellow, but funny guy, funny dude. I got to see him. Well, I got to meet him. I didn't get to see his concert, but I got to meet him when he was here, and he was out at the casino. I won't say which one, but everybody rush out there to see where I'm at. But it was, oh, good Lord, 3 years ago, and I was out there hanging out for a little bit, and I don't go out there very often, but I decided to go out there that day since we were in that part of the metro, and anyway, he was out there performing and he was doing his warm up, and he came out right as I walked by, and I tried to avoid him, and he walked into me anyway. So nothing against people that have weight issues. I don't care. I don't judge people that way. I'm just saying that was a big old boy, and he was tall anyway, so, or taller anyway. And I'm a short guy anyhow. I'm like 5'10", anyway. So I'm not real up there on the ladder. But it was funny because he had a soda in one hand and a clipboard in the other, and he turned around and he walked smooth into me. I was like, ow. But he apologized and was the nicest guy. And we stood and talked for a few minutes, and he was a funny dude. He is turned on constantly. He doesn't get quiet. I think he was like Robin Williams, where he was like permanently stuck on go. And it was just the way he was. But really, really cool cat. So unfortunately, all blessings go out to him and his family. That's a bummer. I know he had like young kids and stuff, and that's like horrible that he's gone. But like I said, you can't really live the lifestyle that he did and not live it to the fullest, because it's going to be a short candle. But it is what it is. So comedy lost a big dude. He was right up there with John Panette and Robin Williams as far as being funny. He was just right on point all the time. And he got a little loud sometimes, like a Sam Kinison type of thing. But he was a really nice dude. I have nothing ill to say about him. He was a really, really nice guy. Hey, Jim, Johnny, you guys hanging out. I appreciate it. But, yeah, Mr. Ralphie May. And that makes the third one, since the first of the month. That's the third one already. Because we lost old Hugh Hefner a little while back. There were a couple of more in there. I don't think he was exactly the third one, but it is what it is. So, and there's that statement of doom. But, because there's really nothing we can do about it. He's not coming back. But hopefully he's at peace and in a better place. So, got some Halloween stuff coming up. I have a special offer coming up for Halloween. I am going to be doing, for Halloween, the day of, if you order it on site, I will do a $10 sketch card for you. It's $10 plus $2 for postage, and I will send it to you and go from there. And yes, I said $2 for postage because of the fact that it's going to cost me for the envelopes and for for the good packed envelopes and the card itself, but and the stamp and whatnot. But yeah, I want to make sure it gets there to you fast and gets a little wedge of chipboard in there to protect it. But I'm going to be doing $10 commissions of whatever character you want, just for that day. You have to order that day, and you can message me, and I'll put you on the book, and I'll get it out within the first week of November, and you guys won't have to wait like 9 years for it. It'll be pretty quick. I love drawing Rash because he's got these great ribs in here, and all they are is just like bubbles. They're not like real human ribs. I mean, some people have cut him out and whatnot, but for the most part, it's really funny because it's just like a couple of ribs here and there, little bubbles. Not really anatomically correct or anything, of course, like this guy is at all. I mean, how are you going to argue, a 6-foot freaking toad running around kicking everybody's butt? What are you going to do? It's not like you can say, hey, that guy's wrong. It's not exactly something we could argue with a lot. It cracks me up. But also got a request this morning for a Terminator piece to add to the cards. What do you guys think about that? I mean, like I said, I don't want to get into all the Inktober thing and whatnot, but I was thinking maybe something simple and a couple of things for horror stuff to add in. I know the creature from the Black Lagoon is in the lineup, and I definitely want to do that card because that's one of my favorite Hollywood old school monsters. Love that guy. The way they had 5 different actors play him, and he was always stiff-faced with that big rubber mask and whatnot. But for the time, that was an elaborate suit, man. That was especially for somebody to be able to swim in it. That's a big deal. Surprised we didn't lose stuntmen and vicious drownings or something weird like that, because that was just awkward. But and I can't remember the actress that played in it, but anytime he would pick her up, she would do that kick out, just fake stiff kind of swoon, and it busted me up. I used to make fun of her when I was a kid, and I had a buddy that just adored that actress, and he was an old school Hollywood fan, and he and his dad just loved those old actresses, and he ripped me a new one. He's like, I'm gonna kick your butt. So, and we were mid-teens. Good times. But anyway, yeah, I've been in the studio recording and inking and drawing, and it's crazy. It's going to be a fun one. When I said yesterday that I was going to kick this stuff back out, man, October is going to be my month. I'm telling you, I'm all over it. Got the new website set up, and I can't wait to release that. I stayed up late last night fixing it, and had trouble sleeping because I wanted to stay up even more, but had to get up this morning to handle business and whatnot. Crazy time. And if you guys don't have a website up, you really need to get one. That's something I'm going to tell you flat out. You're going to want to get a site. Show your stuff. Put a store up on it. Show your stuff direct. Don't try to get it all over the place, because a lot of these places are shutting down, and they're changing their rules this year because Amazon has to charge sales tax now, and a couple other places are starting to do that as well. And if you don't sell directly from your website, you can get hit with different penalties and things like that. And it's just ugh, you know, that kind of thing. Now with this, I have decided I am not going to muscle cut his arm too much, because at this angle it's going to look weird, and the anatomy is not the same. You know, a lot of people say, well, it's humanoid, just draw it. No, it's not. I mean, it doesn't match up, but it's similar, but it's not exact. And there's so many renditions of this thing, I don't want to muddy up the water here and mess up my card. But anyway, I am just kind of hanging out today and seeing what you guys are doing. And like I said, extremely happy it's Friday. Kind of bummed about the rain, because I like I said, I can smell it in the air, and I just got a feeling it's going to rain all night. And if it does, that means it's going to be all wet and mucky tomorrow. Gonna like to break out the pickup truck and go mudding. Not. Pay homage to my brother. That's a big thing he liked to do. When we were younger, he used to get his truck stuck. But no, what you get in the training stuff coming up is the same thing you get here. It's just me. It's just comics. It's just marketing. It's oakley dokley. On a serious note, yeah, you guys are going to have to go into the comments and tell me what character you want to see after tomorrow with, oh goodness, I forgot his name. What is that guy's name? Pimple. That's the third one. Yeah. Yeah. After I draw him up tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to have to see what you guys want me to do. If you want me to do Optimus, let's do a vote on it. And I'll put a poll up in the comments and let you guys see, and we'll go from there. You can mark whether you want to have Optimus versus Megatron, or one of the classic horror flick monsters, you know, Creature from the Black Lagoon, or if you want to see that King Kong Godzilla piece. Yeah, that's the one. If you want to see that King Kong Godzilla piece, or if you would like me to go completely off the reservation and do something like, you know, like I said, something crazy like, I've been asked for a Freddy Krueger piece for about, I guess, about 2 months, and I haven't added him to the card yet, because people have been asking me, will you do movies? The comics are great, but will you do movies? I don't know. I've already started into video games and cartoons and everything else, man. I have no clue. I'm building my list, but the thing is I'm okay with alternatives, because of the fact that I just want to see everything come out the way you guys want it to be. And not to mention, with this Kickstarter coming up in the middle of the month, I want to make sure that everybody's got something they want of interest. So, because if you put in your 5 and dime for the card, you know, I want to make sure that you have an option to join the Kickstarter and see what's going to be up, and come into play with everybody else and have something to bid for. But like I said, though, if you don't participate, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to put these things on my website and sell them that way. And what they go for is what they go for. And possibly eBay. Which part of the thing about this series being on, you know, like I said, my YouTube channel and all of that, after you guys get it, I post them like anywhere from 2 weeks to a month later afterwards, so you guys get them first. And if you don't like them and buy them up, some of those people definitely will, because I get asked on that channel all the time, will you please sell us some stuff? Of course, it's hypnosis. I admitted it's hypnosis. I post everything with the secret message of, buy my stuff. But it is what it is. So what can I say? It's sales, man. I'm all in it for the money. That stuff cracks me up. It's just serious. It's all serious. It's all serious. I'm just like, I want to help people. That's it. If I can help people and one person sees this and they decide to, get into building their own business and their brand, awesome, cool. Because I've been doing this for over 25 years and, I have the experience, got it all going, and I would love to help some more people out and show them how to make this happen. So, not to mention the fact that, again, being told that you can't do multiple niches is crazy because we all have multiple interests. I just helped a friend set up his, which is also a client. I helped him set up his t-shirt business and turned right around and helped him set up his sports memorabilia site as well. And he's got both of those going, and he's pulling down quite a bit of money out of that. I wish I'd have charged more. So, whatever works. Oh, let's see here. Where shall we go next? I think we'll finish that finger. But yeah, I'm going to start putting out a lot of cool content for you guys. So, the show will go on though, at least for a little while longer while everybody's looking, and checking out stuff and whatnot. If you guys stop shopping around, then I'm going to start getting offended by it and think you don't love me anymore. Start doing stuff elsewhere, man. So stop it. Watch my videos. Participate. It's all good. So we about have this. I'm going to leave this fingernail like wide open right now, crunching on my throat drop. I'm going to leave that wide open because he's got this in a couple of different versions. He's got this kind of weird glove thing that goes right across here and leaves the tips of his fingers open, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. But I'm not going to do that on the backhand. I'm just going to leave it alone and let him stay bright green. And going to grab the old 9 and start shading this off. I'm going to try and not go too feathery with the details on this one like I did with the one yesterday, because I just don't want to overdo him. But I think we have a really cool Battletoad coming out here. Keep my big digits out the way and try not to shake this too much because the camera is mounted right up against the desk today. Sorry about that. It's like, whoa, man, getting seasick. Yeah. So, gonna have to come back and ink these. And I know I said I was gonna do Leia today, but with the stuff going on with the rain and whatnot, Facebook's been acting up. That's why I waited till this evening. I will probably do that this weekend because I do want to do it in front of you guys with that particular cover, especially since I've been asked to, and to bring some more awareness to John and the service, over at the charity for the comic book covers for cancer program, because he likes it when we draw his lives. So, and got the podcast up this weekend. That's awesome. since I had to hold off. Because the weather was giving me some issues with uploading to the server. And I don't normally have weather problems around here. It's just that we had a major 8-hour weather drop, and that was the problem. A front came through and it wiped out a bunch of the lines and stuff, and I was just like, really? And the internet service went a little wonky. It bogged a bit. It hasn't done that in a long, long time, especially in the residentials. It doesn't normally drop, but they're pretty cool about getting it straight on. But yeah, I might have to start using hotspot or something like that to help boost it up a little bit. Keep you guys posted, or post it earlier like I'm supposed to. That would help too. Post it before it goes live, man. So we'll see how that goes. So like I said, I don't know which one you guys want to do. We're gonna have to post something and then see where you want to go with it. And I'm not gonna do a ton of these big pictures. I'm just gonna do one or two of them, because everybody's been asking, and wanting to see some of the bigger action stuff I'm doing with the comics and whatnot. And that's okay. That's cool. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys are interested. And I've also been asked how to draw action sequences and storytelling and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing some lives on that for you guys. So there we go. I believe we have a very cool rendition of Rash. I'm going to kind of flesh out this lip a little bit, because it's right underneath there that he needs to highlight. He looks kind of like a Muppet. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the long beak or what, but in this, he looks all tough and stuff, but he has these moments where he looks kind of like a Muppet. And he did that in the video game too. Now, we're not talking the later games. We're talking the earlier stuff, Of course, they did that with the Ninja Turtles too, and it got really cartoony and strange there for a little bit. So, just kind of black that out a little bit. Drop that neck shadow. I don't want to put too much of a shadow under his chin, just a little, because I want it to pop up a little bit, but I don't want it to be weird, and look like Jay Leno or something. Just look over the top. It's like, geez, man, the chin. You guys ever watch Fairly Odd Parents? The Crimson Chin? That was nuts. All right. Catch an edge here. There we go. Cool deal. All right. Going to call it done on that one. And hope you guys dig it. And see you tomorrow for pimples. So we can round this out and have those guys done. Here is I can't remember their names today for some reason. We got Pimples coming tomorrow, and this is Zitz and Rash. So we've got these guys knocked out. And sorry, guys, jeez. But anyway, there we go. That's the first two. And we got one more to go in this trio. And then I'm going to mark them up and ink them and color them and all that, and get them ready for the campaign and the book. So you guys hang tight. And like I said, let me know about if you guys want to see Megatron versus Optimus Prime or if you guys want to see a large Freddy piece, or if you want to see like Jason versus Freddy, or if you want to see Godzilla versus King Kong. That's going to be the three that I'm going for. So we'll see if you guys want to see one of those big action pieces, and then if we're going to be seeing some of the smaller cards too for the other stuff going on. Those will be available. These bigger pieces that I'm going to do. You guys will get to pick a couple of them, and I'll do them Thursdays and Fridays for the next couple of weeks. But they will be available for you guys to get with the Kickstarter at the campaign. You can bid for them, but there will be a minimum premium on them because of the fact that they're going to be 8.5 by 11. So anyway, it's coming up. Talk to you later. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. See you guys tomorrow. Happy weekend.